Welcome back to the breakdown. Today we're going to be taking a look at the best power banks for Android devices. Now there are many different power banks out there, battery packs, whatever you may call these. We're going to take a look at Android ones today. Now if you're looking for one for iPhones, I did a video just like this for iPhones. Link in the show notes down below. Now in this video, I'm going to be breaking this into a few categories. A large capacity, maybe large family could call this, a battery pack that can charge multiple devices many times. A mid-range one that can charge 2 or 3 times a device, great for 2 people or maybe one person who just wants a few charges. And lastly, a small capacity single charge. And a nice little small battery pack which allows you to get 1 to 2 charges out of it, great for one person or maybe just to top off a few different phones. So we're going to talk about these 3 different ranges to meet your 3 different types of needs. You may be somebody who needs a large device for a lot of family members, switches, phones, whatever, as you fly across country. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. Or hey, I just want something small that I can take with me by myself on a flight, or maybe just top me off at the end of a long day when I go to a dinner or a concert or whatever. So we'll take a look at those 3 different categories with them. Now first of all, these were my own picks. These were units I bought myself and all my own opinions. Keep that in mind. If you want to find these on Amazon, I'll put a link to each one in the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. You can find it there. If you have any questions, leave me a comment and let me know. Also, if you're new here, real quick, before we get into it, help us grow this channel. We would really appreciate your support. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people, helping us grow this channel. We would really appreciate it. So with that said, let's dive into this, taking a look at the large capacity, large family charger. So this is an Anker to over 26,000 milliamp battery pack. This is the kind of battery pack that can charge a large family's, 4 or 5 phones at once, get you through a week almost of power, and really just be a beast of a power pack. Now this is one of the biggest power packs here before you get into a charging stations, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but let's take a look at this. So you have a button right here that shows you, if I can, here we go. You see those lights? When you put this on, all the lights on means 100% charge, and half of them means 50, etc. You do have ability to charge 4 devices at once, 2 through USB and 2 through USB-C. Pretty nice. Now, one of the popular questions to get in these reviews is, Luke, how do you turn this on? You don't. That button just tells you how much power it is so they don't drain the battery by having the indicator lights run at all times. So you just plug in your cable, plug it in your phone, and it will automatically start charging. Now this battery pack here from Anker is fully capable of charging laptops and tablets and all kinds of stuff, but for phones you should easily get 4 or 5 charges, even out of the largest Pixel 6 Pro, for example, with this. Now depending on what you charge, depends on what you're going to get. Adding Nintendo Switch and other things can go lower it. But the nice thing about this high capacity, high wattage battery pack here that makes it my pick for the largest of needs for multiple devices when you try to charge 3 or 4 things at once. This has a very high wattage, which allows you to max charge multiple phones at once. Older battery packs would be 10 watts, 15 watts, whatever, which would not max charge phones. This one is a beast that will max charge multiple Pixel 6 Pros through the 2 USB-Cs and still get you a very rapid charge for wireless earbuds, other phones, a Nintendo Switch, a tablet, for example. So if you need something that's beefy that can get you 5+ full charges of a Pixel 6 Pro, you can also, or 4 to 5, you can also use this to rapid charge, which is really nice if you're in a hurry trying to get as much power out of it as possible. Great for camping, great for overnights, great for just a large family traveling on an airplane. You want to make sure you can get all of your electronics through it. So check this out. Link in the show notes down below. And again, with all these battery packs, I should say, battery banks, whatever you want to call them, these do not need to get turned on. They just auto charge when you plug in something to them, and they stop when you unplug something. So keep that in mind. All right, let's take a look at the mid-range. This is an Aniu. I don't know how you pronounce that brand name, but this is a 20,000 milliamp battery pack here. This is a very nice battery pack for 2 to 3 charges depending on what you're plugging in. Easily get upwards of 4 for smaller phones and smaller devices. 2 USBs here and a USB-C, so you can charge 3 devices on this at once. This one also has a flashlight, which is kind of a cool little thing. The little indicator light here the little paw print is how much power you have. All 4 lit up 100%, 2 lit up 50, 1 lit up 25%, for example, on power. Now, this is a very nice, much smaller, much lighter than that other battery pack. So keep that in mind. It's a very nice battery pack with 20,000 milliamps. Easily get 2 to 3 charges with large phones. Smart standard size phones, you're not going the Pixel Pro, the Max for the iPhone, whatever. You should easily get 4+ charges out of this. For bigger phones, 3 to 4, which is really great. You and your spouse are out, maybe you 2 or 3 people want to charge their devices on a flight, or you're camping, you want to just make sure you can get through a long weekend. This is a nice battery pack for that. Keep it in mind. As always, I'll put a link to them in the show notes down below. But this is my pick for the mid-range. It's smaller, it's lighter, doesn't quite have as much power, can only charge 3 devices instead of 4. The wattage isn't quite as high. You're not going to get multiple max charging on the phone, but if you just want to keep your phones topped off, this is a very good battery pack for that. And lastly, we go down to Acre. This is a 10,000 milliamp battery pack here with ability to charge 2 devices. But you're only going to get 1.5 to 2 charges depending on what kind of device you get with this. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Again, you have the little battery pack indicators. 4 lights in this one. 4 is 100%, 2 is 50%, etc. You also have a standard USB and a USB-C. Now this is a rapid charger through the USB-C. It can rapid charge most phones on the market. It's got 20-some watts there. So iPhone 13 Max Pro, whatever, will max charge. Pixel 6 Pro, it will max charge. I know Samsung has a new phone on the market that goes all the way up to 40. Won't max charge that, but will give you a very fast charge. Higher the wattage, it's like a bigger pipe, it just shoves more power down into your device. So keep that in mind. Very nice one. 1.5 to 2 charges, depending. With the Pixel 6 Pro, iPhone 13 Max, for example, I'd say this is about a 1.5 charge. For your smaller, like the Pixel 6a, for example, that's coming on the market, this will probably give you closer to 2, smaller battery. Older iPhones, iPhone 11, 10, for example, probably get 2+, somewhere in that range. Great to charge your phone, plus your set of wireless earbuds, or whatever else you may have with you that's a small device to top you off. Very small, very compact, great to take with you to a restaurant, by yourself on a flight, and just have the ability to make sure your phone doesn't die after a long day at work, going out to a concert, for example. Overall, those are my 3 ones. Now, again, if you want an absolute beast, the Anker here, 26,000 plus. This thing is the next step down from a power station. The power stations are those big, huge power banks. This is in the power bank category. I believe this is kind of the top of the line in capacity and wattage. Once you get over this, you're into the power stations, and power stations aren't necessarily portable. They're not something you're gonna throw in your backpack or in your purse or in your pocket, definitely not. They're much larger, much higher capacity, ability to like get you through a long weekend in case of power outage. You can hook them up to solar panels, all kinds of stuff. So if you want a power bank that's like the max of what you can really realistically call a power bank, this is it. If you want something that can do multiple charging for 2 or 3 devices with you, the Aniu, I would recommend. And lastly, if you just, you're one person or you just want 1 or 2 devices to top off, this little Anker battery pack is a great option. I'll put a link to all of them in the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. You can find it there on Amazon. If you have any questions, leave me a comment, let me know. I'll do my best to answer them. If you're new here, help me out. Help us hit our subscriber milestone. We're so close to it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. So turn on and recommend our videos to more people. We would really appreciate it. So until next time, take care, be safe. We'll be back again real soon.